January 2025, which is next year, January. But the July 2025 will be the last date for all the mandatory taxpayers to comply to this e-invoicing requirement. Having said that, the taxpayer can actually opt for the voluntary participants in the implementations at an earlier date, regardless of their annual turnover. Who must comply with the e-invoicing requirement? The e-invoice applies to all taxpayers that undertake commercial activity in Malaysia, okay, which are providing goods or services. So they have to comply. Then the second one is all the individuals and the legal entities such as associations, corporations, branches, regional offices, all these have to comply. The only parties that are exempted from complying to this e-invoice are the state and federal government, the local authorities, the consular officers, and the statutory bodies. But the supplier who are providing the goods and services to these exempted bodies need to actually comply to the e-invoicing. Failure to comply with the e-invoicing, for example, like failure to submit the invoices, the self-bill invoices, or the consolidated invoices, there will be a fine ranging from 200 ringgit to around 20K here. And then also imprisonment not exceeding 6 months or both. So please comply to this by the deadline. Benefits of e-invoicing that we extracted from the IRBM website is actually to reduce the manual efforts and the human errors, because it's going to be e-invoicing digitalized. Okay, this also can actually facilitate the more efficient tax filing. And then it also can streamline the operational efficiency. And then we will have a digital tax and financial reporting in a way. I pause here for a while. Okay, who will be the parties to the e-invoice? Okay, there will be a supplier and a buyer. A supplier is actually a service provider that sells goods and provides services and account that as their income in their book. Whereas the buyer is actually the service recipient who receive the services, buying the goods, and account this as an expense in their book. Okay, for every supplier of goods and services, there must be a buyer. So in the insurance industry, for premium, the supplier is the insurance company. The buyer is the policy holder, because the premium will be recognized by the insurance company as an income. Whereas the buyer here will recognize the premium as their expense. Excuse me. Okay, coming to the second block here, commissions. Commission, the supplier is actually the agents or the broker, and the buyer is the insurance company. Okay, type of e-invoice documents. Okay, this e-invoice is actually the commercial documents that actually records the transactions between the supplier and the buyer, like what I say just now. But having the invoices here, if there is any changes to the additional charges to the previous invoice issued here, we call it debit note. Okay, then credit note is actually to reduce the amount is actually in the invoice that they have quoted. Refund notes is actually to refund the payments or refund the monies to the buyer, because buyer already settled. So all these three documents is actually linked back to the earlier invoices that we issue. So when we transmit the three here, we have to quote back the e-invoice earlier. Okay. Self-bill e-invoice. Self-bill e-invoice is another party other than the supplier will be allowed to issue a self-bill invoice on behalf of the supplier. And then is actually permissible for the 6 items below here. The first one is actually payments to the agents, dealer, or distributor. Then second is actually goods sold or services rendered by foreign supplier. Then profit distributions, e-commerce transactions, payout to all betting and gaming winners, acquisitions of goods and services from individual taxpayer. Okay, so number 6 here, individual taxpayer means For example, if let's say insurance company hire a individual to perform some services, then this individual taxpayer may not need to actually give us an e-invoice because she or he is not in business, but insurance company who is appointing her can actually issue the self bill on her behalf. Okay. Similarly to payments to agents as well. Later we will go through in detail. Consolidated e-invoice is actually where the buyer does not require an e-invoice. The supplier will issue a normal receipt to the buyer. But then the supplier have to consolidate all the invoices and perform one consolidated e-invoice to report to IRB by a certain time frame set. Okay. This is the e-invoicing model. Firstly, the supplier issue the e-invoice. Once issued, they have to actually submit it to the IRB. They have to submit to IRB via My Invoice portal or the API. API here is actually the direct connectivity for huge volume of transactions. Okay, if the company have less volume, they can actually use the My Invoice portal to log in and just do the filing inside. Okay, so each of the invoice that the supplier issue and transmit to IRB, there will be a unique identifier number returned by the IRB. Okay, so once IRB receive that item, IRB will actually validate that particular transactions. Once validated, they will actually return a URL to the submitter, to the supplier in a way. And then the supplier here will have to embed the QR code on the invoice, on the e-invoice, then only share back to the buyer. Okay. So once they have validated, the buyer have some certain time frame to actually reject if the e-invoice is not in order. And the supplier also can actually cancel the e-invoice by a stipulated timeline. Okay, then after all these information are stored in the My Invoice portal where the buyer and the supplier can actually log in and retrieve at any point in time. So I pause here for a while just for you all to understand the diagram. This one is the, excuse me, this one is actually the sample of e-invoice extracted from the IRBM website. Okay, there is no much difference from our conventional e-invoice, but the only thing is here there has been added. Okay, the supplier TIN, supplier SST number, registration number, MSIC number, and the buyer TIN. All this is a mandatory field to be actually put into the e-invoice, and also the total excluding tax and including tax here, which is actually the mandatory information. Then IRB will actually return the URL and we have to embed as a QR code on this e-invoice. So when buyer or customer, a buyer or supplier can actually scan this QR code, and then it can actually link to the data that has been transmitted to IRB. Okay, having said that, here, for example, this is an insurance policy invoice. We have to get the buyer. The buyer here is actually the policy holder. We need the TIN number, the identification, the buyer identification number, the IC number, and then the SST number if they have, email address, contact number. All this is actually mandatory that we have to transmit the information to IRB. So here, for example, an individual, if they do not have the TIN number, IC number will be sufficient. But for a corporate, the TIN number is actually a mandatory field. Okay. This is all the data fields required by the IRB. And then item 1 to item 40 here is actually mandatory. Item 41 to 51 is actually optional. Like I mentioned just now, The buyer TIN number, buyer address, SST number, contact number, all this is actually very important. So in terms of policy, then the intermediary have to actually get those informations from the buyer in order for us to transmit the informations to IRB. Okay, TIN number is actually the tax identifications number. For individuals, start with SG, OG, or IG. For corporate, it will start with CP or this. And here there is also SST number. SST number is for those that actually registered under SST only. For those that are not registered, we do not need the SST number. And on the invoice detail, there will be an invoice version, invoice type. All this is actually all prescribed in the database that actually we can retrieve it from the IRB website. We can send the link for you all to retrieve, or you can actually go to Google and you just type IRB. There will be a table on the e-invoicing. You may go in and retrieve and have a reference. Okay, impact to an agency from the point of income and also expense. For the income of the agency, which is the commissions and the profit commissions, the agency do not need to do anything because the insurance company will be allowed to issue self-bill e-invoice on behalf of the agent. Okay. So here, for example, if insurance company want to pay an agent the insurance commissions, okay, so we will issue the self-bill e-invoice and we will transmit it to IRB, and we will also upload a copy of this self-bill invoices to the Omni AG for your easy retrieval. Okay. Currently, IRBM are collecting this kind of information from the CP58 that we submitted to them. Okay. Annual basis, we actually send to all agents the CP58 form. On top of that, we also have to submit to IRB a copy of all each. Okay. From the point of expenses, all the expenses that recorded by this agency, we have to support by e-invoices. So any rebates or discount given to the customer have to give you an e-invoice on this. Okay, just would like to actually remind everyone here, this will be the implementations guide and the timeline. Okay, so repeat again, 1st August is for the annual turnover more than 100 million. 1st January next year is actually annual turnover between 25 million and 100 million. Okay, but 1st July 2025 here is the date that all the taxpayer have to actually comply and implement the e-invoicing. So that is all for the briefing on e-invoice. You may now post all your questions in the chat and we will try to answer.
Any question from the floor? Maybe you can yeah, okay, put in your question here, please.
Okay, billing party for e-invoicing will be as per insured name or MOC name for marine. It's actually the policy holder's name. Currently, generally is practicing to have all cert within the month to under a master policy. So hold on. So there is only one invoice billing as per MOC name. Will this practice continue with the invoice implementations or will it change? Okay, I will take down the questions. I will check with the underwriter and as well of the our consultant, then we will get back to you. Buyer can cancel invoice. They can actually put the justifications, the remarks in the invoice. For agency with low commission, say below 100K, the e-invoice won't impact them. For agency with low commission, say below 100K, the e-invoice won't impact them. Okay, it will not impact you because the agency do not need to issue the e-invoice, but the insurance company, when paying you the commissions, they will issue the self-bill invoice for you. For corporate client, do we have to input both new and old SSM number? Yes, but new is preferable. What classification code for billing premium? This one I will actually retrieve from the database and I will reply you accordingly later. Do you have sample of e-invoice where agents give discount to customer? We do not have that. Can go back to one slide, last slide. I want to screenshot for easy reference. Or I will share the slide later. Any form for us to gather all information needed, i.e. insured TIN number. Okay, this one is actually, we are actually looking into enhancement of our front end portal to capture the two additional field, which is the SST number and the TIN number. So when you issue, when you use the Omni AG or any other portal, you can actually put inside all the informations. This meeting already full, or this one I leave it to the organizer to answer. Due to CBC, agent pay for client and claim back. Does it affect e-invoice? No. There is no impact. Hi, if the supplier buyer is a sole proprietor, what TIN number to use? Okay, it depends on the sole proprietor whether they are actually registering their tax using their own personal tax number or their company tax number. So if they have registered a company tax number, they have to give you the company. If they are using the personal TIN number, then that is actually sufficient. How about agent give commissions to sub-agents? Do agent need to issue e-invoice? Okay, the invoice that the insurance company issue, which is a self-bill invoice for commissions, I actually deal with agent A. So the self-bill is actually addressing to agent A. But if agents are giving to agents B, then that will be the e-invoice between the agents A and agent B. So agents A, you have to issue the e-invoice, or agent B have to issue you the self-bill e-invoice. Is that confirmed? If I give discount or rebate to individual customer, they have to provide me the e-invoice to support the tax submissions? Yes, because that will be your expense and their income. Individual, not business. But individual is only on business taxpayer. If giving discount to customer, the customer need to give what to us? E-invoice to you. You can actually, as an agency that providing this discount, you also can actually do self-billing. Policy still have debit note or credit note? Yes. For example, today I issue this new business, I issue an e-invoice, but later on there is some amendment, reduce or increase, then there will be a debit note or credit note. Can the agent to do self-billing for those rebate which the agents give to customer? Can, yes. Any expected available date for my invoice portal? This one, we do not have the information yet from the IRB. Let's wait together. Agent is sole proprietor. Can agent issue normal invoice or e-invoice to insured? Okay, agents who is a sole proprietor, and it depends on which pillar they are in now. If they are in the last pillar, then effective 1st July, they have to issue e-invoice. This one is pertaining to insurance, is it? If insurance, you just need to issue invoice because the e-invoice is actually coming from a insurance company. So premium income is actually the income of the insurance company. That's why e-invoice issued by insurance company. But for an agent, you can bill them first using a pro forma invoice or using a normal debit note. Since NPIG, we are actually renamed as GMI now. Okay, since GMI is doing the e-invoice in CP58 for agents and to client, what is an agent role in e-invoice? The agent role here is you have to submit. If you have other business other than insurance company, then you have to issue your e-invoice or your self-bill. But you are purely in insurance, then you have to submit this during your e-filing. Customer payment direct paid to generally or paid to agent. It can be both. Payment that is no impact, no implications.
No change.
No change. Currently, we issue debit note to client and they pay to agency. Do we need to issue e-invoice for this instance? No, you can continue issuing your debit note because the e-invoice will be issued by this supplier, which is the insurance company. Is there a standard format for self-bill invoice, or we can create our own format? Okay, you can actually go to the IRB website. So there is sample of invoice here. It's just that the title, you can actually put it as self-bill. When insurance company will start issue e-invoice, need get any information from insured, you can start gathering the information from the insured. Insurance company need to actually comply by 1st August 2024, but IRB already granted the approval for us to implement by phase. Meaning phase 1, we have to comply by issuing all the self-bill invoices for the agents, for payments to agent, and also for the imported services. Please back to the invoice, that slide. What informations you need from insured? Okay, the normal one, which is the policyholder, their name, the TIN number, the IC number, address, handphone, and also the email. Okay, the reason that we actually capture the email and the TIN number and contact number here is when we actually transmit to IRB will also email to the party, to the buyer. When we put in the email address and the contact number, they will receive a link from the IRB after the IRB has validated the e-invoice. That is the reason that IRB make it as a compulsory item. For a sole prop, if they have not started filing for tax yet, does it mean that they will have to start filing for tax number? Matter what, starting from 1st July. If they are the taxpayer, they have to actually submit accordingly. How about agents giving referral fees to referral? How about commissions earned from insurance company to agent? Will the agent give e-invoice to the insurer for commissions earned? No need. The self-bill invoice will actually cover the commissions that we paid, and then also the commissions that you have earned, including that the payments that you pay net is all covered. How about agents giving referral fees to referral? So this is agent's expense. Then the recipient, the buyer, have to issue you the e-invoice, or you can issue self-bill. How do agent e-invoicing the client for reimbursement of JPJ road tax for agents paid on behalf of the clients? Okay, for this JPJ road tax fee, when you actually pay on behalf of the client, that is not your income, neither your expense. So it's actually a balance sheet item. Therefore, you do not need to actually issue an e-invoice, but you can issue a debit note to bill your client. If client do not have any email, we will put contact number will be sufficient. Can we get TIN on behalf of client, or any client can retrieve. Actually, only client can retrieve themselves. Customer asking e-invoice info from our insurance company. What should we provide to insured? Can give us a copy of the information. Okay, the customer will be asking you our name, our registration number, our SST number, and also our tax identification number. You can actually write into your servicing officer, and we will actually provide to him to them. What about the customer not willing to reply to IRB after e-invoice issue? Can he issue self-bill accordingly? I couldn't get your questions here. Customer need to reply to IRB after the e-invoice issue, because if, let's say, for example, a premium, insurance company will issue an e-invoice to the client, to the policyholder, and then we will transmit to IRB. IRB will send them a link for the retrieval. Okay, but if they open, they can just retrieve the information. If they are not, then we still have the agency here to provide them the e-invoice, because a copy will be uploaded to the Omni AG for retrieval. So for insurance policy premium, we don't have self-bill, but we have e-invoice. Self-bill is only for the payments to agents. When agent pay premium to insurer, need to pay full or net premium. It can be full, it can be gross, or it can be net. There is no change on this. If the discount is given to a non-taxable individual, can the TIN detail and the related info leave blank? Individual IC number is actually sufficient. Can replace the TIN number. For the e-printing reimbursement fee, will insurer issue e-invoice? Okay, insurance company will issue self-bill to agent for the printing reimbursement fee. How about customer that don't have TIN number? You can actually use IC number. If the policy has a 12 months installment payment, how would the e-invoicing be? It will be per billing. We have the TIN number to provide to client. We have our company TIN number. If you need, you can actually drop an email to me. Then we will provide you. The TIN number of insured is always the same. Means only one TIN number. Yes. If you are Malaysian, you have only one tax number. For example, individual start with SG, IG, or OG. This is the number that we use for the e-filing. How about insurance premium, road tax service charge, or runner fee? Okay, for these questions, Lau Lin Guan, I will presume that you are asking the billing from the agency to the clients. You can continue issue a debit note to the clients to bill them all these kind of charges. But in actual, the e-invoice on the insurance premium will be issued by insurance company. I think I've answered all the questions here. Any standard format for company to request all information required for this e-invoicing? Okay, the informations will be the mandatory information we will include as a field in the front-end portal. It's just like normal. Now you have to put in their IC number, their name. So in future, there will be additional field, which is the TIN number and the SST number. TIN number, same as tax number in income tax department. Yes, tax identification number. Since IC is sufficient, why need client TIN number? For individual, IRB asks for TIN number, but if there is no TIN number, the IC number is actually sufficient. But for corporate, TIN number is actually mandatory. But we will not know later whether IRB will make this TIN number be mandatory. For individual who do not want to provide the TIN number, IC number is sufficient. Yes. Refund premium for cancellations and also commissions for agents due to policy cancellations. Will there be an e-invoice adjustment? refund premium for the client on the cancellations. This will be actually issued, we will issue the e-invoice to the clients on the premium. But for commissions, whether commissions payable or commissions recovery, this will be included in the self-bill to the agency. If discount given to staff, but staff not yet open IRB file, what can we do? If the staff is individual, you can actually put in their IC number. Should we keep any hard copy invoice for records? You can actually scan it and store it in your hard drive or whatever. You also can actually print out and keep, but you need to keep as for 7 years as per the Company Act. Since our company team information is needed for insured, we will suggest insurance company issue a memo regarding above info to all agents instead of writing in to request. Okay, we can think about that.
Okay, Lee Kuan, I think we have exceeded your time frame. So basically, all the questions that is basically unanswered, you can actually still post the questions here. So I think we will pick up and we will address in the FAQs that we will share with all your marketing officers. All right, thank you very much, Lee Kuan. In the interest of time, we have to make way to for the next speaker to come in.
Okay. Thank you everyone for attending. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And then the second announcement that I would like to make is we have actually reached the maximum capacity of this training session. Therefore, I would humbly request for our staff to exit the session and to give room for our agents to join in. Aside to the trainer, of course. Other than that, staff, please leave the platform so that our agents can join in the session. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so over to you, Mr. Eugene.
So, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see your
checking that guys are seeing the.
Yeah.
All right, great. So I'm going to put it on the presentation mode. Give me a second. Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, agency team, for arranging this session. And I heard the session just now for invoicing. I think it's quite very engaging. I think it's a new thing. I think I'll see a lot of questions. That's very good. So I'm going to do a very short introduction. My name is Eugene. I'm the head of product. I'm here today just to share with everyone with regards to one new initiative that we have done for between Generali and UNDP. And this partnership is a global partnership. And basically, under this global partnership, we have made one initiative to be piloted in Malaysia, and the initiative is called SME Loss Prevention Framework. Yeah. So I just want to check and show of hands, or maybe anybody in this particular space, in this particular room, have heard of this SME Loss Prevention Framework. If you have, if you don't mind, just put 1, type inside that. If you have not, you just put 2. I just want to know, have anybody heard about this? Okay, I see a lot of 2. Okay, keep it coming. Thank you very much for participating. So I can say that a lot of people have not heard what is this SME loss prevention framework. Yeah. So I love to stress that this is nothing to do with any product. This is something to do what Generali Global working together with UNDP, and to probably the best word is to contribute back to the society in making sure that the SME community is much more resilient. Yeah. All right. Let's put in the content in space. So I just want to share that basically, first item, there is about 1.2 million SME in Malaysia. This is the recorded SMEs in Malaysia via the SME Corp. Yeah. And of which we have 900,000 micro enterprise. Right. And of course, Malaysia, flood is one of the biggest impact in terms of natural catastrophe. and it has been impacting us. And in 2021 alone, if you remember a few years ago, there's about 6 billion in terms of total loss. Yeah. So this particular setup that we have done is to aim to set up a framework for SME, yeah, in order to assess their readiness and awareness to flood risk and increase their resilience. And we use of course, we use the industry and location criteria to make assessments. So this is in fact a framework to be given back to the society. So we just want to inform you that there is such framework that has been launched somewhere in March 2024, and it is a collaboration between Generali Group and UNDP. And for this particular project, the beneficiary is in Malaysia. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, what is this framework all about? So the SME loss prevention framework, it is a digital tool that's really available right now, is to leverage the power of data, awareness and understanding of risk for business in vulnerable communities, especially in the area where flood is prone. Yeah. So it is online. We'll share you later. You can see down, this is where the portal is. So the target segment is all SMEs. In fact, not just SME, anybody who is in that particular area or region or geographical location in Malaysia. The objective is very, very simple. We want to increase awareness, okay, and develop real protection and to minimize losses. The benefit is, of course, at the end, improve SME awareness. And when the SME is aware what is harmful, what is dangerous, they will take precaution. And of course, we want to ensure that SME is much more sustainable in their business day to day. Okay. So this particular platform will break into two elements. One is they will look into the industry, what the SME industry is. Are they in agriculture, construction, manufacturing, mining, quarrying services, or is it? And then they also ask which state are they in Malaysia. All right, only these two information. So once they key in these two information in that particular portal, they will then give you an output of whether you are in the red zone, amber zone, and also a green zone. And then together with, they will then put an input of loss prevention recommendation. This is pure high level recommendation that if you are in whichever zone, what are the things that you can do to prevent things or to make things a bit more better. This is just an awareness information so that SME can take their own precaution. Yeah. Okay, let's look at one example. So if let's say if they are found to be in the high segment, so a list of immediate actions will be listed, and also a list of mid to long-term solution will also be provided as well. Similarly, if they goes under medium segment, they will give you different suggestion. Of course, if you can see the red zone, they will give you higher list, a longer list of suggestion compared to the amber list. And of course, if you're in the low list, low risk segment, of course, the list is very much more shorter. And of course, most of the things can be done your own end. So in terms of introduction, that's the only thing that I want to introduce to everybody, that there is such tool. Okay, this tool is not meant to be used to be selling anything in terms of insurance. It's more to create awareness. And of course, how do you, as an intermediary or an agent of Generali, to use this? You can spread this information to all your customers. And of course, if you feel that this is a very good tool for you to leverage in terms of your business, might as well. Yeah. So this is the journey of what we are foresee. We want to bring a lot of our SMEs to a better state from for the future. So of course, first, there will be a situation where they are unaware. So they would be, some of these SME are not aware of what are the preventive strategies that they can do. Okay, and we want to bring that level from an unaware situation to an aware situation where we are providing this information, or they can learn from many things from this particular tool. And from there, hopefully, they will then build a more sustainable business model. So why are we doing this? Because when we have more sustainable business owner SMEs, of course, we will then prosper as an organization, and also we will prosper for the country. And of course, we will also be able to make sure that we can minimize losses as well. Okay. Yes, Stephen, we will share the link. The link, if you can see in the deck, this is the link. Okay, I will share with you in the chat shortly, and I'll also show the that particular website as well. Yeah. If you have any questions, just put in the chat. I'll try to answer them. Okay, so I will not share my my screen right now. What I will do is that I will share the link in the chat. Give me a moment. Okay, this is the link. Okay, let me try to give me a second. Yeah, I'm trying to access to the link. Okay, I just want to check whether everybody can see my screen right now. This is the link. When I press the link, this is where it brings me to SME Loss Prevention Framework.
Yes,
All
able to
right,
see.
great. So if you can see, this particular website will just share information about what is it all about, the overview of this particular partnership. There is a video that you can view, okay, at your own time. And I just also want to mention that this particular site will also come with 3 languages. You can change. You can see here, you can change from English. Okay, hold on, it's not working right now, but never mind. Okay, towards the bottom of the website, you can see on, you know, hold on, yeah, I need to do something for a while. They mind. Give me a second. Okay, just to confirm that you guys can see my screen again.
Yes, yeah.
All right, so basically this screen, you can change from English, PM,
wait a
and
minute.
also.
Wait a minute. We can only see your face, not the presentation, not the deck.
All right, hold on, yeah.
Uh.
Let me share again. Is it okay now, Fatah?
Okay, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
okay. So you can see the screen. We can change language from English, Malay, and Mandarin as well. All right. So this is to ensure that this particular space or framework is able to reach out as many people as possible. I will stay with English for the time being for this particular presentation. If you to scroll down, this is where you can check. Let's say, for instance, let's do manufacturing, and maybe the person is in Malacca, and the area is in Jasin. Yeah, if I were to check, they will tell that if you are in manufacturing and you are in Jasin, Malacca, your level of risk is low risk. And however, there are a few things that we can recommend you to do. First is immediate action is that you can still relocate your critical equipment, expensive stock and content. Okay, you can train your employees. Employees should be informed what they should do during, during and after any flood event, and ensure drainage is appropriate. Okay, what are the mid to long term solution that you can do? But of course, for green is something that maybe they will not do anything. And let's look, if let's say we were to change this to Malay PM. we will still need to select, let's say for instance, let's say we do the same thing, Jasin, semak. So tindakan serta-merta and also penyelesaian jangka pertengahan dan jangka panjang. So there will be similar for Mandarin as well. Okay. So let's semak, let's say for pembuatan, let's say we do it for Pahang, Kuantan. Alright. So if you are a pembuatan with this manufacturing, you're buying Kuantan, apparently you are in the high risk location, and they will tell you what are the tindakan serta-merta and also penyelesaian jangka panjang. So let's change this back to English, and let's look at the reply. Yeah. So if you were to check, they say that immediate actions. First, of course, same thing, ask to relocate, train employees, ensure drainage is appropriate, and minimize yard storage external equipments, because we do have people who are in management where they put things which is outside the premises, and these are things which is not so much of the damage, but the damage that can occur to other premises. Maybe it could be a tank or something like that. And all of these tanks, if it's empty, it can be a potent tool or potent weapon that can damage further your building, especially when this particular vessel become buoyant or they are terapung, and then they start moving around and they can hit the walls and damage further your property. Yeah. And of course, the other things they ask you to do is to understand slopes and topography, where you are located. Are you located where there are hills behind you? Okay, those are things that you need to take care of. Develop and apply emergency response plan. And of course, risk entrance opening. These are things that you need to do immediately if, let's say, you are in a flood area or red zone. And let's look at mid to long-term solution. Of course, if you can, as an SME, if they can install flood protection, okay, and monitor external protection system, prevention of contamination and so forth. So this particular tool is to be used by anybody, everybody. You do not need to be an insured of a certain insurance company. You don't even need to have an insurance. So this is more of giving back to the society, to the community, especially to micro SME and SME, in terms of how they can learn to be more resilient and learn for them to pick up from all of this information so that they can do it on their own. Yeah. So I'm going to stop sharing for the moment. And okay, I have some feedback saying that Mr. from Values RM, I can't seem to change the language. Okay, do try again. But if you still could not, try to reach out to us. I will also put in my email address if you need to get more information. Any more questions from the floor? You can type it in. I can try to answer your questions. I've sent in my email address in the chat box. If you have anything that you want to ask with regards to this, you can write to me directly. Okay, I just want to emphasize again that the reason why this framework is made available, it's purely to make sure that we can reach out as far as possible. That's why we have English, PM, and Mandarin, so that our fellow SMEs or our fellow potential customer are more prepared in the situation of such incidents, and they can prepare well before anything will happen. This is just to build resilience among the community. Yeah. Mr. Yap Chen Heng. Okay, so the question is, any impact on buying insurance for insured in the red zone? I will put this as two separate matter. Okay, so of course, buying insurance is require assessment. So of course, there generally in the whole Malaysia, of course, it is always frowned upon if, let's say, the place is a repeated location where flood happen again and again. So I must tell you very, very upfront that a lot of insurance company is not keen to be insuring location that way because of frequency situation. But then again, on the case-to-case situation, it is very important to understand what have the insured taken in terms of precaution to ensure that things doesn't happen again. So please discuss this with your local, how to say, servicing unit to look into this case. But as a general situation, insured or SMEs who are in the red zone are always in the situation where they might be in disadvantage in getting any insurance. However, please discuss your business unit. Thanks, Yap, for your question. Okay, I hope after this you can assist us by spreading this information about this particular tool. It is a very valuable tool and a practical tool, especially for our SME and micro SME, for them to do a bit of reading up and to take some of these tips, some of these practical tips for them to implement at their own site. So they should not be taking this too lightly. Flood does happen, and if it happens in a huge scale, and it will impact everybody else. Florence, I'm not sharing anything right now, but rest assured, I will be sending the deck to the agency team. They will then be distributing the deck to the rest of the attendees. You guys can look at the link later. Okay, I think Fatma, I'm done on my side. I will pass it on to the next presenter. Thank you very much for everyone for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Eugene. Thank you. So, Mr.
Welcome,
Peter,
bye.
you can take over the floor.
Wow, good morning, everybody. Very interesting topic by Eugene and also Lee Kuan. Thank you so much. So basically, I was my slot is 10:30 to 11:30. Mine is around 1 hour, but I'm gonna be very lenient to everybody. I'm gonna give you all 10 minutes coffee break before you start, because there's a lot of information for you to digest, and especially from Lee Kuan just now, wow, it's a lot of stuff you need to learn. So I'm going to give you all, everybody, 10 minutes. So we'll come back at 10:35. 10:35, we'll come back for our session, for my session, which is the LTP behavior. Okay, so we'll come back at 10:35. We'll have 10 minutes coffee break for the time being. Thank you, everybody. Maybe for the time being, for those latecomers, Fatma, you can put up the QR code again for them to scan and to take attendance.
Yeah.
We'll come back at 10:35. Yeah. It's on this lifetime partner. Okay. So basically, I've summarized this whole book. I've summarized it into around 15 slides, so that it will be very easy for you all to understand. Reason why we're doing this is because as core value of Generali Group, our Generali Group, we have we are a very big company, we're a very long established company, 190 over years old. So basically, throughout the years, we have this core culture and core values that we practice throughout the years, and it will be continue for many years to come. And but before that, I just want you all to know that there are two sessions for today. This topic tomorrow also there's another session. If you miss today, you can come back tomorrow. All right. So basically, I shall start, but I'm going to off my camera because I can see there's around 1,000 people, so I don't want any disruption to the line. So I'll off my camera and I will share my slide. If you can see my slide, just let me know. Can see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Fatah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start. Okay, so basically, lifetime partner, LTP. Okay, you hear this a lot. LTP, lifetime partner. You can see it on our t-shirts. The staff is wearing the t-shirt, the black t-shirt. You can see the lifetime partner. So what is lifetime partner actually? Okay, so basically, before I start, these are some of the topics, the 7 topics that I'm going to share with you all. Okay, so I'm going to go through one by one so that all of you can understand better what is lifetime partner. Okay, so basically, first thing first, as any other company, we have our vision, our mission, and also our core values. All right. So if you look at this graph on the left, If you concentrate in the center, you can see our purpose. Okay, what is our purpose? Our purpose, generally purpose, is to enable people to shape a safer and more sustainable future by caring for their lives and dreams. So basically, as an insurance company, what we do is we give protection. Protection to what? Protection to their life, protection to their assets. Okay, so in a way, we help them to sustain their future by caring. Anything happen to them, we are there to support them, you know. And don't forget that generally also have life division, and also we have asset management. So basically, as a group, we are very big. We cover everything that that is important to all our customer. Okay, not just general policy, just not from through general insurance, but also through life insurance, also and also asset management. But in Malaysia, our asset management part is not here, but we have a life division and also a general division. Okay, so basically our general division and a life division, what we are here is to protect, to safeguard, and to shape a safer and more sustainable future for our customer. Because that is our purpose. Our purpose of doing business, our purpose of having an establishment in Malaysia. Okay, so how do we do that? We do that by adhering to our values. What are our values? Okay, our values are: we live the community, we are open, we value our people, and also we deliver on promise. As you all know, insurance is all about promises. So when there is any misfortune, okay, so we are there to deliver on our promise, to ensure that our customer have a good future by being our customer, being our partner. Right? So that is our value. So further out, our ambition is to be a lifetime partner to our customer. So this is a very big word, and this is a very big commitment. We want to be their lifetime partner. Okay, I would like to share one real case where I do know of our agent. She has been doing it, has been our agent for the past 40 over years. Yeah, almost 50 years. So before that he was a staff. Then he retired. Then he became an agent. So basically, his business is from grandfather, father, and now to grandchildren. So basically, this is an etymon of a real lifetime partner, where through 3 generations the customer is still with us, and the agent is still with us, and he's still very strong. He's 82 years old this year, still very strong, very fit. So basically, that is what we want to be. We want to be a lifetime partner to our customer. So that is our ambition. Okay, the red circle. So for us to do that, so we have the transformational levers, which is we do it through what? Through innovation. In order to be a lifetime partner, we must have innovative product, innovative procedure, and innovative backroom support. We are data and AI and automation. So basically, data, automation, AI, artificial intelligence, these are the core transformational levers for us. Okay. Next is the digital ecosystem. Okay, basically, we are moving into digitalized environment where everything is digitalized, and also our IT. Our IT remains our very core, very strong behind the scene, supporting us all the way. So these are the transformational levers that we use for us to make sure that our ambition of becoming a lifetime partner to our customer is fulfilled. Okay, so this is basically the core element. All right. So the last one, the most important layer is our customer promise. Okay, as you all know, we mentioned just now, the customer promise is we promise to have effortless and caring experience for our customer. Okay. We will have a phygital advantage. What is phygital? Phygital means physical and digital. We will provide both together. Okay, we have both physical and also digital. Then we personalize our value proposition, meaning especially for life policy holder, okay, or individual health policy holder, we personalize it. Okay, so basically our customer promise is encompassing this, and of course in order for us to achieve all of this, we have our lifetime partner behaviors. Okay, so what are our lifetime partner behaviors? There are 4. So the first one is ownership, second one is simplification, human touch, and the last one is innovation. So basically, these lifetime partner behaviors, these 4 core behaviors are the one that are going to drive our company and also our branding, our Generali logo forward. Okay, so basically, as an agent of ours, all of you, we have to share this responsibility that we uphold a certain quality, certain standard, and certain behaviors. Okay, so basically today we're just going to concentrate on the one on the bottom 4, that is ownership, simplification, human touch, and innovation. Okay, so we'll go through one by one so you can understand better what are all these 4 core behaviors. All right, so basically that is how our vision, mission, and core values are. Right, so I'm just going to read it through so that you can understand further. Okay, our purpose drive, we are a purpose drive organization. We enable people to shape a safer and more sustainable future by caring for their lives and their dreams. Okay, our ambition, we want to be a lifetime partner to our customer, meaning we want to do business with them for a long term. This is in line with our long history of 190 years. Okay, so it's all together. Our lifetime partner behaviors, we are guided by behaviors to deliver our ambition. Okay, just now we say we want to be a lifetime partner. How are we going to be it? So basically, 4. We must have ownership, must do simplification, must have human touch, and also we must have innovation. Okay, so basically these 4 behavior, we'll go through one by one. Now, strategic plan, lifetime partner 24. This is our clear vision for Generali 2024. This is a worldwide vision. First thing is we are the leading European insurer and integrated asset management manager. As I mentioned just now, Generali Group is also involved in asset management, life and investment link, and also general insurance. So basically, but in Malaysia, our strength is in general insurance and also life. Okay, with a strengthened presence in fast-growing market, meaning we go into market that are fast-growing. So the latest story that you all know is that Generali has selected Malaysia as one of the fast-growing markets. For everybody's information, now in Asia, Malaysia's market, our insurance market for Generali Group we are one of the biggest in the insurance segment for the whole country. Okay, for the whole nation, Malaysia, we are the biggest. Okay, so number 2 is unmatched financial strength to withstand all market headwinds. Okay, just recently, the other day, they announced a Q1 result, which is very, very encouraging. So we growth altogether, growth by 20%. So we have a very strong financial strength. Okay. Next is our sustainability champion. We do business with greater contribution to green and just transition. Okay, so basically, that's why if you come to our office, you can see that we do not use any more plastic bottles, and we try not to use papers anymore. Everything is digitalized and everything is paperless. So why are we doing that? Because we are contributing to the green sustainability. Okay, we want to be that. All right. Lifetime partner, again, you can hear the word lifetime partner. So we are committed to be the lifetime partner to our customer to deliver personalized advice and best-in-class customer experience. Okay, so basically, we are moving towards that, and this is the way moving forward as an insurance company, because every individual, they have their own individual needs. Okay, so everybody is different. So basically, our group commitment is we want to move into this direction where we can be the best in class, okay, for the customer experience. Recognized data-driven innovator. Wow. Okay, so basically, with greater efficiency and cutting-edge digital capabilities, we will be data-driven. So basically, data is very important. Data plays a lot of emphasis. We can tailor-make certain policies to certain needs. Okay, so basically, in this new environment, in this new era, everything is all about AI, artificial intelligence, and also data. So basically, we are collecting data every day on a daily basis so that we can analyze and study, and we can implement what is best to fulfill our lifetime partner commitment to our customer. Okay, so basically, this is what the group strategy for 2024. Okay, so as our agent, our beloved agent, you are part of our team. So together we roll out this strategic plan for the benefit of everybody. Okay. So let's move on. Okay, so basically, lifetime partner to our customer. This is our motto and this is our ambition. So we want to be a lifetime partner to our customer. Okay, so sorry. So basically, lifetime partner, or in short, is LTP. These are the main objective. Okay, we will do it through what? Through new strategic cycle, inspiring everyone to be key contributor in shaping the customer-centric, sustainable, and meritocratic culture. So basically, every one of us, meaning from the staff to the agent to our broker, anybody who are our intermediaries who are doing business and for us on our behalf, we have to embrace this lifetime partner culture. Okay, so basically, this is a good culture. Moving forward, we want to do the best for our customer so that our customer can stick together with us for many years to come. Right, so that's our ambition. Okay, so basically, there are 4 components of LTP. Number 1 is the ownership. Second one is innovation. Third one is simplification, and 4th is human touch. Okay, we'll go through one by one, and I'll explain one by one to you, and so that you can understand better. Okay, so basically, component of lifetime partner, there are 4. Okay, so basically, the first one is called ownership. Ownership meaning what? Meaning we take ownership. We act with proactivity and passion for an excellent performance. We want to do well. We want to make sure that whatever that is within our authority, within our job scope, we do it to our best of our ability. Okay, so what is ownership for us is about having the passion and the courage of the lion, because as you all know, our logo is the lion, right? We are lion that can fly. We are very strong. So it is about proactive, taking responsibility, and daring to be different. So basically, this is the motto for us to take ownership of our culture. All right. So this is one of our core values. If you are a generally agent, you have this passion in you, courage in you. You are taking proactive and you are taking full responsibility and dare to be different. That is what ownership is about. Okay. It's all about empowering people to make an impact and achieve excellent result, ensuring individual and group growth. So another word is, as an individual, if you take ownership of what you do, the impact will be great, because accumulatively, everybody take ownership, everybody do their part, then the sum of it all, we are a very strong group and we will grow very far. Okay, so basically, this is all ownership is all about. So key attributes to ownership, there are 4. Okay, first is empowerment. Everybody know empowerment. We give empowerment to everybody. You have your own authority. You can do certain things. Please make sure that you take ownership and do it, and be proud and have a courage and passion to do it. Okay, that's one. Number 2 is we have proactivity. We must be proactive. We must foresee what's going to happen. We must take an initiative to think beyond what is the norm. So be a proactive person. Then we always aim for excellent result. Make sure that the result is not just good, but we want to be excellent. So that is what our key attribute, one of the key attributes of ownership. Last but not least is we go the extra mile. We put in extra effort to make sure that our clients receive the best treatment from us. So basically, we go in the extra mile to make sure that we fulfill our ambition, okay, to be a lifetime partner to our customers. So basically, these are the 4 key attributes, and ownership is all about this. Okay, now before we move on, I just want to have a quick quiz. Okay, see whether you all still remember what I've just said. Okay, what is considered as ownership behavior? Is it one, empowerment? A, B, excellent result? C, extra mile? Okay, what do you think? A, B, or C? Okay, the answer is all of the above. All right. So basically, always remember ownership behavior. We must have empowerment, we must excellent result, and we have go to extra mile. All right. So the answer is all of the above. All right. So basically, that is what ownership is all about. Okay, let's move on to the second behavior. What is the second behavior? The second behavior is innovation. Okay. What does innovation means? Innovation is the one that embrace the differences to make innovation happen. What is innovation for us? We are open network of diverse, inclusive individuals who welcome new ideas. Okay, basically, we are very open. We are very diverse. We include everybody. Okay, so and whoever got ideas, they can come in and give us the ideas. We will embrace it and we welcome. We are always very innovative. We always want to be the best, and we want to bring the best out of everybody. Okay, so everybody in their own capacity, they have their own knowledge. So basically, we share knowledge. We think creatively. We innovate to make a better world in the long term. So that is what we intend to do. All right. So basically, innovation is second part of our key attributes, and in innovation, these are the things that we will look concentrated in. Okay, which number one is the open network. Okay, we are open to everybody, anybody who has any idea, who got business plan. Please come to us, talk to us. We're open about it. Let's discuss. Okay. We are diverse. We are very, very diverse. If you were to come to our office, you can see that we have diverse group of people. Okay, it doesn't matter. We are one of the diverse company in the world. I would say we are very inclusive. All right. We believe in collective intelligence. Like I say, everybody have their own level of competence, level of intelligence. But if we combine it, we have a collective intelligence. We can be very innovative. We can move forward. We can grow faster and bigger and stronger. All right. We are also very inclusive. So meaning we do not discriminate. We do not prejudice. We are very inclusive. We include everybody. Anybody who wish to be our agent, we do not discriminate against them. We just include them so long as you can bring it about you can follow our core values. So long as we are on the same page, you are being included, and we together we build a lifetime partner behavior together, so that our customer will feel that they are being served for a long term. Okay. Last but not least is digitalization. As I mentioned just now, we're moving into digitalization. We're going to do away with paper. We're going to improve in our service delivery. So basically, everything will be digitalized soon. But of course, we still have physical. So that's why the word phygital is there. Okay, so we are combining both physical and also digitalization in our innovative step to improve our delivery, so that our customer will feel that they are our lifetime partner for life. Okay, so that is innovation. Okay, in a nutshell. So I'm gonna, before I move on to the next topic, again, I'm gonna have a quick quiz. Innovation. Okay, tell me which one is the odd one out from the below relating to innovation. Okay, collective intelligence, digitalization, or exclusion. Okay, so for this round, I'm gonna let you all answer. Think about it. What do you think? Is it A, B, or C? So you just click A, B, or C. The odd one out, meaning the one that you think is not inside the innovation.
Mostly answered C.
As I cannot read, so I need somebody to read for me. Fatah, can you read for me?
Yeah, mostly answered C.
Answer C. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
mostly,
You all
mostly.
have been paying attention. It is C. All right. Basically, we do not exclude. Again, like I say, we include everybody. Anybody who has any business plan, who has any ideas, they are welcome to share with us, and we love to hear from them. And we want to, together, we want to move forward and be innovative to bring about a better solution for our customers. Okay, so that is what we want. All right. Thank you so much for your participation. Okay, let's move on to the behavior number 3. Simplification. Wow, simplification. A lot of times our life is too complicated, too complex, too many things. Okay, so basically we want to simplify things. For us, simplification is very important because by simplifying things, we can get things done faster and easier. Okay, so make things simple, adapt quickly, and make smart decisions. That is what simplification is all about. So what is simplification for us? Okay, meaning we take, whatever decision we make it simpler, smarter, and faster. We are more agile, and we think faster and smarter. Okay. We want to get things done fast. That's what simplification is all about. All right. Okay. And of course, as you all know, the changes in the industry happens all the time, and it's keep on changing. I was told the fintech is coming in with their digital insurance. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of changes soon coming to our market with e-invoicing coming in. So you can see a lot of things are moving towards more of a control environment, and this we as a Generali Group, together with us, all of you, our agent, we must adapt to these changes, and we must find solution with flexibility. Okay, so the word is flexibility, find solution, and we must adapt to change. So these are all very critical to us because our survival, like I say, we have survived for 100 or 90 over years. We want to survive for another 200 years to come. All right. So in order for us to survive, we must adapt to changes, and we must find solution with flexibility. We cannot be doing the same old thing, which is too complex and which is not being innovative enough. Okay, so we must be able to adapt quickly to change, and must find solution with flexibility. So the keyword is flexibility. All right. So basically, the key attribute for simplification is simpler. Okay, smarter, faster, adaptability to change, and flexibility. All right. So basically, these are the key attributes as our agent when we face with any similar situation. Always remember flexibility, adaptability to change, faster, smarter, and simpler. We make it very easy for our customer to make a decision, and after they make a decision, we make it easier for them to have peace of mind. And whenever there is any claim, we act with speed. All right. So that's what we want to do. All right. Okay, as usual, after I finish one topic, we're going to move on to the next. But before I move on to the next, let's have a quick quiz again. Which is the correct behavior under simplification? All right, so there's A, complexity, B, slower, and C, adaptability. So A, B, or C, what do you think? Just now I already mentioned it, so I'm sure you all are already aware of it. So what do you think? Which is
Okay, mostly answered C. Only few answered B. Mostly answered
C.
Yeah, mostly,
Okay.
mostly, yeah.
Mostly C. Okay, for those of you who answer C, congratulations, you are right. Okay, so adaptability. So we must be able to adapt to change in a very, very fast way. Whatever comes our way, like I say, the fintech is coming. So we must be prepared to adapt to change, okay, in order to face the customer of the tomorrow, okay. Okay, last but not least is the human touch. Okay, the human touch is the fourth behavior. So meaning, being our partners, we must show empathy and team spirit. Okay, I like this photo. Actually, it's a picture of an old man and a young man, a young boy. Okay, so basically, this is life. Is actually, okay, we have to go through all this. I was once a young man, now I'm the old man. So and the young man that with me, he also will be an old man in the future. So all of us will go through this cycle. All of us will go through this path together. So human touch is very, very important because we are dealing with humans, as you all know. And as an insurance company, we are very caring. We should be able to know, should be able to show empathy towards them, towards our customer, whenever they face any issues or any difficulties. We must be there for them. All right. So basically, this is particularly true if you are doing a lot of retail business, or you're doing a lot of medical policy, a lot of PA, or if you are a life agent for us, or generally life agent, you all know that human touch is the one that separates us from the other insurance company. All right. I'm not going to mention names, but some insurance company, they just couldn't be bothered. I was told many of my agents come to me and complain to me, ask me to help. I say I cannot help because that is their own culture. Their culture of that company is like that. I cannot help you. But if you are generally agent, you'll notice that all of us, we have this standard behavior. We emphasize a lot on human touch. All right. So basically, what is human touch? We recognize each person is different. As I mentioned just now, all of us are different. All of us have our own capacity. All of us have our own experience. All of us have our own mental intelligence, and we need to be feel different, and we want to be treated differently. So basically, human touch is that we empathize and we show team spirit, and we work together to ensure that all of us are moving towards same direction. Okay, by applying human touch to our as part of our lifetime behavior concept. Okay, we care about what matters to people, and we do it in the spirit of empathy, trust, dialogue, and mutual respect, bringing human touch to everything we do. So basically, this actually it's a very big topic, because think about it, we don't only do this in our business, right? We do this on a daily basis. Okay, all of us, we are all human beings. I'm a trainer in this company, but when I go home, I'm a husband to my wife, right? And I'm a son to my parents. Okay, I'm a brother to my elder brother. I'm a brother-in-law to my wife's family. So basically, we need to use all of this so that we treat everybody as a human being. We use human touch. We must have trust. We must have dialogue. We must have mutual respect. This is the core fundamental of being a human being. And I truly like this topic very much. And if you were to attend my training, you can see that I'm one of the champions for human touch, because spirit of empathy is very important. We must feel the customer. We must feel their feeling. We must put ourselves in their shoe. So that is what human touch is all about. Okay. So key attributes, all right? Okay, remember these few words, very important. Empathy, okay, empathy. Dialogue, we must have dialogue. We must have communication, okay? Dialogue comes from the word dialogue, okay? It's not monologue, it's not one person talking. It's always two-way street, okay? Dialogue, okay? Then you must have trust, because by having trust is the one that move the relationship to a further level, a level up. Okay, when you have trust, the moment you have trust, remember I told you about the story about the agent that has been doing business from grandfather to father to grandchildren. Why? Because the 3 generations trust our agent. The trust level is so deep, so thick, that any other broker or any other banker come trying to take away the business will not go away. The trust is there, from grandfather to father to son to grandson. Okay, so basically that is what lifetime partner is all about, right? Mutual respect and also recognition. Okay, we respect each other, we respect our customer, and we recognize if the customer have any issues with us, we must respect them, and we recognize what they have contributed to us, and we must in return make sure that we follow up and we show empathy when they have any issues. Okay, that is what human touch is all about. All right, so basically okay, as usual, we'll go to a very quick quiz. Quiz number 4, human touch. Name the desired behavior under human touch. Okay, I already explained it just now in detail. Okay, let's see whether you all can get it right. Is it trust, empathy, or mutual respect? What do you think?
Okay. Mostly answered all ABC, all the above.
ABC?
All. Yeah.
ABC, huh?
Mm.
Okay, for those of you who answer ABC, bingo, correct, all of them. So basically, trust, empathy, mutual respect is one of the core behaviors for our lifetime partner. All right, so basically, I've come to the end of my presentation. I'm quite early, okay, because today's is a very short session. So I'm going to open up to the floor for you all for your question, so that I can answer it for you. All right. If you have 962 people. Yes, David, you raise your hand. David, you have a question? No. Okay. All right. So okay, thank you. Answer yes. Thank you, AB. Okay, Ravinder, you have a question?
Yes, me. Ravinder, Ravin, you can unmute yourself, because I have enabled your microphone. If you have a question, because you raise your hand.
Sure, right. Enterprise also. So I'm going to read any question if there is any.
Sure, right. You may unmute yourself. For those who raise a question, for those who raise their hands, I have actually enabled your microphone function. You may unmute yourself and ask a question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Okay, you mentioned that ownership, simplification, human touch, and innovation. We all got to embrace it. So it's always the agent that is going to embrace it. But what is the guiding light from generally to assist the agent into moving into this era that you are putting up to us?
Thank you, Ravinder. I'm very happy that you asked this question. Okay, so as I said, generally has 190 years of experience, and we have come up with these 4 core behaviors. And we, of course, we would like everybody to embrace it, and including our agent and also our staff. And on our part, if you were to notice that if you were to come to any of our office, you can see that the staff will be wearing, sometimes they will be wearing the black t-shirt, and the black t-shirt behind there's a mention of these 4 core behaviors. So basically, as a staff, we must follow these 4 core behaviors. It is a must. It's a compulsory. So long as we are generally staff, we have to adhere to these 4 core values. This is our, like I say, like every company, they have their values and their mission and their vision, right? So basically, this is our generally vision and mission. So basically, Mr. Ravinder, as our agent, we appreciate your contribution all these years, and we hope that you all can continue to be our lifetime partners, so that we can together maintain our business for another few hundred years to come. Because, like I say, we have 190 years of experience, and I believe we're going to go for another few hundred years to come.
I'm not actually a lifetime partner, but a committed partner.
Thank you, sir. Good enough.
My next question is,
thank you so much.
My next question is, I'm going to go some fiery questions with you. In this session, you say now the people out there are our customer.
Yes.
But after this session, when we have issues, it's your client. Why is it two different things? Well, you come in the session and tell us this, and the next one is after the session, we got issue, is your client. Isn't your client, isn't my client is your customer also?
Yeah. Your client is our client because you are representing us, Mr. Ravinder. You are
Exactly.
representing us, and
Exactly.
whoever that buys our policy, our client, and we want them to be our lifetime partner. Yes, you are right.
So I
So
hope
there
you
is
don't hear
no
these words again,
such
I know.
thing as oh, it's your customer. It's no. It's everybody's must take ownership. We take ownership. We embrace everybody. Like I said just now, inclusion. We take everybody in. We go the extra mile. We go the extra mile to make sure that all our customer feel that they are our lifetime partner. So that is what we want to do.
So that means the staff has to come out and assist the agent as well.
That is the job. Yes, we as a staff
Excellent.
of generally,
My next
like
question
I say,
will be
all
tailored
of
for
us
that.
will take ownership. Yes, Ravinder. All of us will take ownership. We are supposed to take ownership. If you feel that the staff is not taking ownership, you can always highlight to them, hey, don't forget ownership is part of your behavior, lifetime partner behavior. You can remind them. But by right, they should know because all of us, all the staff have gone through this training. They should know.
And then you talk about digitalization, and of course, life is complicated with digitalization, and we also have to follow, embrace it as well.
Mhm.
And now the question is, when we have issues, okay, I'll give you one example. Actually, we stop referring to IT people because IT people simply do not want to listen or share our problem with them. You know, they always want to go to the marketing line and all that, send emails and all that, which I think is a waste of time, and waiting is actually costing us agents as money, right? So, like in yesterday's one case, I key in renewal, and the year of manufacture came out as 2011, but the client in the grant, it says 2023.
Oh.
So these are one of the issues that we have. It's not just this issue, but one of the many issues, and one of them even mentioned earlier that generally as what Omni has the issue that need to be resolved. So when we have these issues, we would rather like people from the IT department that we can get in touch with and resolve the matter there and then with us. Not give us, not tell us that, oh, give us a screenshot, give us this, give us that. Why should we give you all this? This is this is your IT problem. You should open your ears, eyes, and everything to listen to what this thing is going through the system.
Points noted, Ravinder. This is highlighted to me. Okay, I will personally take it up because
And
to
I
be
hope
honest
that
with you,
you are taking note of this, and like you said, you must have a dialogue and all that, like you mentioned in your slide. So I hope the next round you come out with a communique, a dialogue to tell us what you have taken from this session with the agent, and you came
thank
back
you
to
so
us.
much,
That is
Mr.
how
Ravinder. We will loop
we
you in.
communicate.
Yes, correct. It's like this. Because if I'm not mistaken, now they are doing a lot of enhancing. They behind the scene, not known to everybody. Behind the scene, we are doing a lot of enhancement to our system. Yes, because during the merger, we have a lot of hiccups, a lot of issues not resolved. But now we are slowly and surely moving towards better solution for make it simpler for everybody. You remember just now the
Right,
one of
right.
the
My advice to
one
you,
of
my
our
advice
core
to
value.
you,
Yes.
my advice to you, your IT people are going through some issues that they're trying to resolve. Don't let us go through this problem through our system. This is not what we want. We want a system that is presented to us that we can key in, we can get things done. It's like a workhorse that will process everything for us and for our client to give the codes and all that. This is what we want. If the IT people are going
Like I
to,
say just now,
they should
Mr.
be
Ravinder.
acting as an
Yes.
advisory to us to let us know.
Yes, good. Because like I say, simplification is part of our core values, and we want to embrace that, and we will make sure that we do that to ensure that the customer experience we have a smoother and easier pathway. Thank you so much for your feedback.
So I take it that you will bring this up to the IT people and get back to all the agents who are using the system.
I really jotted down. I really jotted down your comment, and I think this is a very good comment. Because if you go to any of office, you can see that we have a bunting. We have a bunting that says what? Unhappy customer is the best source of improvement that you can make. Because when you have issues, when you face it, you tell us, then we can rectify. But I believe this one, I can honestly tell you. I'm gonna share with you my face so that you can see me. We behind the scene, our Omni system is now going through enhancement. So enhancement is to make sure that it is smooth sailing for the future. We are slowly moving towards that, and we are making it sure that the system is simpler and faster for everybody. Don't worry about it. That I know, because I was in a committee to oversee this IT enhancement. Okay, any other? At least we have communicate. Agent can find info from system. Of system not friendly, I volunteer with part of beta testing. Hope someone will take. Okay, I'm very happy to see value RM to want to be in our Peter. Make sure your top management here. All agents comment. Yeah, of course. All this comment is all recorded, and this session is recorded. So don't worry, it will be played back to them. They will hear this, and they will know where we need to improve. Like I say, we want to improve. We want to be lifetime partner to our client customer for a long term. We want them to make sure they come back again and again, from grandfather to father to grandchildren. We want that to happen, and we have been doing that. So I'm sure it will happen, because or else how do we survive 180 years, right? So the reason we survive 180 years is because we have all this in place, and we are moving towards that. Florence, thank you so much. If you have any ideas, you can always email to me. I'm going to type in my email address. I'm sure you all have my email address, right? It's very easy, peter.thai@generali.com.my. You have any ideas, you want me to improve anything, to let us know. Okay, I'm going to type in my email address. peter.thai@generali.com. We welcome ideas. If you have any ideas that can help us to improve, of course, we love to hear from you. During AXA's time turnaround is 3 days. Okay, so basically, to answer to everybody, for the IT the enhancement, it's not we do it today, we do tomorrow, you get. No, it's always take time. It's always in phases. We resolve one issue at a time. But we keep on improving all the time. Last time, I believe, I would say last year, I think. Last year, every time you key in something, you need to, the system will buffer for a few seconds. You know why? Because every time you key in something, that data will go to the mainframe, and then the mainframe will reply. So there was like 0.5 seconds, 0.5 seconds. So it's like 1 second gone, just to wait for that data to go in. So once we realize that, we accumulate it, so that instead of every time we key in an information and send to them, and then you come back to us, what we do is we accumulate all this information first, when we send only one time. So that's why, as you can see, the system has improved. The turnaround time has improved when you key in the information. All right, not like last time when you key in one data, one info, the data field go in, then you go in, then you come out. Then again, second data field, you type, you go in, you come out. Third data field, key in, you come out. So basically, we have already simplified that. Again, it's simplification, part of simplification. We simplified it to make sure that every time you key in the data, it doesn't go back and forth. Okay, so you accumulate. Once it's completed, and you will come back. Agreed, and underwriters not recently this year we suggest all agents must check all policy. Okay. During a certain, couldn't agree more. My case takes 3 months. Okay, so I've been reading all your comments. Thank you so much for all your feedback. Actually, it's good because we need feedback, meaning once we have feedback, we can improve. Okay, if you don't have feedback, we cannot improve. Okay, we need to have feedback all the time, we can improve. Customer go directly to company after. Some of my policy take 9 months, sure, bo. Wow, this one I have to take it out very, very serious, huh? Wow, this turned into a complaint session. Never mind, it's good. Like I say, I have to walk the talk. I take ownership. All these are information that will improve our delivery to our customer, which is good because, like I say, we are here to innovate. We are here to improve all the time. We are not happy with status quo. We want to improve. We want to make sure that we deliver to the best level to our customer. And all these things that you have shared with me, which is very good because we can. The best can go back to your assigned marketing personnel. They will help you solve your issue with the system, whatever. Sound like they did not. Okay. Okay. So basically, like I say, we are in the phase of moving towards improving our system. Yes, there are a lot of hiccups here and there. Nothing is perfect yet. We will, and it will not be perfect because we keep on perfecting it all the time and improving all the time. We, like I say, we are embracing our culture. We have four distinct culture, four behavior. We want to make it simplification for our agent, for our client. We want to be innovative. We want to be the best. Okay, we take ownership into whatever that decision that we make, and all these issues that we have, we take ownership. And last but not least, we have human touch. We empathize with our customer. Okay, so now from there, I can empathize with you. I feel your pain. I feel that you are there's a lot of frustration. It's good that you let it all out here. Let us know what are your unhappiness. I will accumulate all this information. I will list it down. I will share it with the relevant people to make sure that they realize and we improve on it. We are not happy with Omni that we cannot generate the quotation when it's under refer case. Since we can't generate quotation, we can't print. So to read and save to Peter does claim a department has error for us to refer. Okay, on claims matter, we have a dedicated claims training in July. There will be three sessions for claims. One is for non-motor claims, one is for motor claims, and one is for retail claims. So basically, during that time, the claims people will be joining me in a session. It's going to be a dialogue session. Okay, so during that time, please attend our training because that is where you can have a first-hand experience listening to what any issue that you have, they can explain to you clearly. Okay. So basically, like I said, thank you so much for all your comment down here. Don't worry, all these comment will be recorded and we will highlight to the relevant people and make sure that we take ownership to all these issues that you have. And we are here to improve our service so that we can have a long-term lifetime partnership with you and with your customer, with our customer, everybody together, so that we have a win-win situation for everybody and we prosper and we grow together. Like I say, we have been here for 190 years. We're going to be here for another 190 years, which by then I'm not around. But your grandchildren will be around and they will say, oh, it's true. Generally, is the best. Okay, we sustain our longevity. Okay. Motor with PA and payment make so they only just show all motor to pay and we don't miss any payment. Company internet community need to be improved. There are many occasions where branch staff are not aware of new implementation about this. Wow, all these are news to me. Thank you very much for highlighting because honestly, I don't know. I'm not aware of all these issues that you face at the branch level. But it's good that you all highlight to us. We will take note and we will, like I say, all these are recorded information. We'll highlight to the relevant party for them to take ownership. Okay. All right. With that, now it's 11:30, so we have come to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for your feedback. There are 900 over participation, and this one of the highest. Good, keep it up. And I will see you again somewhere in July for our claims training. So please attend so that you all can have a first-hand experience with the claims personnel. Thank you so much, everybody. And keep all the comment coming in so that we can highlight and we can keep it and we can bring it to the people to the respective department to take ownership. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. See you in July.